AITH for kicking my sister out after she took my baby without asking. Hey Reddit, I never thought I'd be in a situation like this, but I'm struggling, and I really need some outside perspective. I 29M have a younger sister, Emily, 26F, and we've always been close. Growing up, we were the best of friends and I always had her back. But everything changed when my wife, Claire, 28F, and I had our first baby, Lucas. We were over the moon when Lucas was born. He's our world. The love we feel for him is unlike anything I've ever experienced. But Emily, she's been acting like everything should revolve around her. I don't know what happened to my sweet, caring sister, but something changed after the baby arrived, and I'm finding it hard to cope. It started small at first. Emily would constantly text or call, asking if she could come by and hold Lucas. I get that she's excited, but every time she came over, she'd stay longer than we were comfortable with. It felt like she couldn't respect our space, but I let it go. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it because, well, family is family, right? But things escalated. Claire and I decided to have a rare night out, just the two of us. We hadn't had a date night in months, and we were finally able to get a babysitter for Lucas. We planned everything out, told Emily days in advance, and specifically asked her not to come over while we were out. We just needed that time for ourselves. But when we returned, my heart sank. There in our living room was Emily holding Lucas, my baby, without asking, without any warning. She had let herself in using the spare key we gave her for emergencies. But this wasn't an emergency. This was a complete violation of the boundaries we had set. I felt numb. I couldn't even speak at first. My mind was racing and I felt a deep ache in my chest. This wasn't just about her holding my baby, it was about trust. It was about her disrespecting the boundaries Claire and I had worked hard to put in place. And in that moment, I felt completely powerless. I asked her as calmly as I could to put Lucas back in his crib, but she didn't. She told me she just wanted to spend some time with him, that she was his aunt and that we were being too overprotective. I felt my anger rising. I asked her to leave, to give us space, but she didn't listen. Instead, she started crying, saying that I was pushing her away, that I was ruining our relationship. She said, "I just want to be close to him. Why are you making it so hard?" My heart broke. She's my sister. I love her. But in that moment, all I could think about was my son, my baby. And I couldn't let anyone, no matter how much I loved them, disrespect the role Claire and I were trying to build as parents. I couldn't let my sister take my child without asking, without even considering how that might make us feel. I told her as gently as I could that she needed to leave. And when she didn't, I told her, "If you can't respect our boundaries, you can't see Lucas. Not until you understand what you've done." She left, but not before telling me that I was making a huge mistake, that I would regret it, and that I was ruining the family. She texted me the next day, saying that I was controlling and overreacting, and that I was pushing her away forever. My parents are upset too. They think I should have talked to her, that I was too harsh, and that family is family. They don't get it. They don't see how this made me feel. They don't see how betrayed I felt. I know Emily is my sister and I know I should love her unconditionally. But in that moment, I had to protect my family. I had to protect my wife and my son. I miss my sister, but I can't keep pretending like nothing happened. I can't just ignore the way she disrespected us as parents. I love her, but I love my family more. And I don't know if I can ever forgive her for what she did. So, Reddit, AITH for kicking my sister out after she took my baby without asking.